Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on, guys. Let's go. Give me a hello in the chat, guys. In the chat, give me a hello. Good to have you all here. Let's go. Alright, who's with me? Hello, Matt. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Let's have a good live stream today. Let's have a good live stream. Got my coffee. I'm ready to go. Got my coffee, Matt. Have you got your Where are you from, Matt? Where are you from? Arik. G'day. G'day, Arik. How are you? Hello, everybody. Morning, Carlston. G'day. Everyone's in this trade, I guess. Euro Swiss franc. Hey, Marwin. How are you? Good to have you on the stream once more. Really great to have you here. Guys, holy moly, crypto. Whew. Wow. Hey, Kai. Hey, Warren. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Guys, crypto. Got a lot going on, okay? Got a lot to talk about. Let's let everybody stream in. We just had the message sent out to the chats. So we'll have everybody coming in. Alright, UK. Nice, Matt. Nice. Hey, Thomas. Good to see you. Christoph. Hey, Chris. Welcome. Arik, especially after a few good trades. Yeah. Few good trades. There's plenty of good trades out there right now. Plenty of good setups. Crypto just died, though. Crypto just died. I mean, we were talking about this in a recent stream. You know, the potential for this to happen. So I think the Binance feed is even dead right now. I mean, every exchange is pretty much dead at the moment. It's crazy. Hey, Pierre. Good to see you. Martin, welcome again. Barry, welcome back. G'day, Rich. Good to see you, Rich. Thank you for joining us. Shen K. G'day, Shen. Welcome to the stream. All right, everyone, pump those likes for me. Pump those likes, okay? Let's go. Look at this. Look at these candles, guys. This is panic selling. Complete and utter panic selling. People that have taken loans, people that have put in too much money than they could handle into crypto, thinking that they were going to get rich quick, right? And this is the liquidation of their positions. G'day, Dixon. Raul. Hello. Nico. Hey, Ben. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Come on, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Crypto exchanges are pretty dead right now. So, like, I mean, the servers are just overloaded, everything. So, I think our feeds aren't really going to... Hello, Oink. Welcome back. I think our data feeds are a bit broken. Just overloaded. I saw some chat about Euro Swiss franc, okay? I saw some chat about Euro Swiss franc, so let's talk about that first, alright? This position is still completely valid in my opinion, alright? We're not being told to get out from TradeGuard. TradeGuard is still telling us to keep this position, so I wouldn't worry too much. The structure is still sound. We're just having a little bit of crazy times right now, okay? So it may have been exactly what you needed to get thrown into this trade. What happened with the Owanda feed? Martin, what happened with the Owanda feed? The Owanda feed we were just getting bad data from Owanda, basically. Yeah, Pierre, exactly. Huge spreads. I got stopped out on an Ethereum trade. Just some crazy spread just came out of nowhere and stopped me out. Martin, we just got a bad feed from Owanda. So what we did was we requested them to give us the same data feed that TradingView gets, and they did. So we've just incorporating that API into our system now, following that that whatever happened in Owanda last week. Hello, Sanya. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, it was just because they were giving us a bad data feed. That's all. All right, guys. So let's talk about Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc here. Absolutely nothing wrong with this position. I never judge a trade on the first candle. I never judge a trade on the first candle, especially when that candle is not even closed yet. when this candle's not even closed, I'm never judging my trade, okay? This could so easily just come back down, and we've got 7 hours for this to come back down and close back below this level, and then we've got absolutely no problems whatsoever. Hey, Euless, good to see you. Nick, hello to you too. You're an amazing person. Hello, Martin. Second Martin. All the Martins are here. Matt, lovely catch on Euro Yen 1 hour. Euro Yen. All right, let's take a look. Oh, that's just... Guys, what? That is just... that is incredible. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. That is amazing. Yeah, beautiful catch there. Beautiful catch. Well done to anyone who caught this here. Who caught this? I remember you talked in the past about ETH, USD buying that 25k level, right? Yeah, I did, yeah. Oh, not 25k, 2500, yeah. I did, I actually had a bid in here. I had a stink bid in. If we can load our data feed, let's take a look. Euro Yen 1 hour is the same, Tom. Data feed's just not working. We'll give Kraken a try. If Kraken doesn't work, then we're probably not going to have any luck. Probably not going to have any luck at all if Kraken doesn't work. Looks like this. The crypto exchanges are just too overloaded right now, guys. Really, they're just too overloaded. All right, and see, so let me just clarify this here as well, okay? So you're seeing Euro Swiss franc on the 4-hour time frame here. You've got a trade setup being shown. This is not saying that this will go up to this point, okay? The algorithm is not telling you what is going to happen next. It's not telling you that this point is going to be achieved. It's just saying that if we do get to this point, right, and the trend is still being respected, then we would love to sell it. That's all the algorithm's saying right now. So seeing this setup show up on the 4-hour time frame when you're in the 1-day trade, don't be worried saying that the algorithm is telling you that the price is going up to here, because that's certainly not the case, all right? You've got to go back to my videos in the academy about the if-then statement. This is just an if-then statement that's being printed on the chart to say, if price gets here, then we would love to sell it. But Euro Yen on the 4-hour is still a major resistance level, right? Euro Yen 4-hour major resistance level. Euro Yen 4-hour. How's the audio, by the way, guys? Let me know if the audio is too loud. The music. Euro Yen 4-hour major resistance level. I mean, this is turning into support. You see, extension 1 has been broken here. This has turned into support. We've got some good structure here being formed. This is like a classic BRC setup, really, on the 4-hour time frame, and we actually just caught that trade. This is the exact same trade we just looked at on the 1-hour time frame. Is that what you mean, Marwin? Audio sounds fine. Thank you, Dixon. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hair is sharp. Thank you, Warren. Fresh cut the other day, mate. Thank you. Zero fade. Zero fade. Yeah, Marwin. So this is actually turning into a support level for you here. So you can see here, what I usually look for when I'm going to buy one of these levels, if I'm going to buy one of these levels, very specific what I'm looking for, alright? I want to see extension 1 break. I want to see extension 1 have broken here, like this has, okay? Then I want to see some good structure around that level as well. Some good structure just like that right there. Some good structure here. So price can dip back down, act as support, and move back up again, okay? That's what I'm really looking for if you're going to be buying one of these hard R levels. I think it's because the handbook says not to take those trades at the higher time frame. There's shades of grey in here, Martin. There's shades of grey in here, just like anything else. You know, like, when this is turning into neutral with support as well, then you've got that opportunity to buy off this, all right? You do have this opportunity to buy here. It's just a risk you've got to basically internalize, and you've got to be willing to take, okay? You can see here the algo is actually giving us the trade on the 1-hour time frame. So, yeah. It's still an appropriate trade because what you do is you're looking down the time frames and you can see how this level is changing from a resistance into a support. So you won't really wait for the full broken level to take it on the lower time frame. It is sufficient for you to buy it once it broke extension 1. So So you won't really wait for the full broken level to take it on the lower time frame. It is sufficient for you to buy it once it broke extension 1. I think you mean this? Yeah, it's sufficient for me to buy this now with this price action here and this having broken extension 1 like that. It was sufficient for me to buy that on the lower time frame, and that's why the algo is showing us this trade as well. And we've got that clear structure. We've got that very clear structure being formed right there as well. So this is a good trade. This is a great trade. Look at this beautiful wick. Beautiful. Let's see what else we've got here. Right, okay, so it's more an experience in seeing the price action. Our times to be confident that it would retest the entry there. Yeah, exactly. So Martin, please introduce your hairstylist. Thanks, Steve. So Martin, what I would recommend to you is just going and just watching like 15-minute or 1 hour, just watching X mode levels and watching price action around X mode levels, just on the replay function, just for some time. You can just literally like do something like this, just go back to a random point, click the replay function, say like here, for example, and just literally click play. Oh gosh, what am I doing? We're going back to a certain point, and then we're clicking play here, right? And we're just watching how this market acts around these levels, okay? Watching how the market acts around these levels, and when we're approaching these extension levels, you know, watch the tendency of the market once like extension 1 breaks, what the tendency of the market is when it pulls back to that resistance level, you know, if that's turning into a bit of support, if it's getting some neutral in it, some support in it, see how it acts. And you'll notice, you know, you'll get a really good idea of what's going on here, and this is where that experience just builds. You know, it builds from watching these markets like this operate around the extension levels and operate around the X mode levels, and also forward testing as well. You can see here in this particular case, notice that extension 1 didn't break. It got punched straight off it in this case. It breaks here and then it changes. Right, so we get a pullback here. Now this is very buyable. All right, what are we at now? Okay. Yeah, exactly. That was my question. Thanks, Tom. No worries, Marwin. No worries. I really want to see these, see if we can get onto any crypto markets now. I just want to look at them and just talk about them a little bit. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. We're able to get on. Look at this. Okay, cheers. I was spending a lot of time replaying anyway, but I will carry on. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. Guys, look at this capitulation, just pure capitulation through these levels here. Just clearly breaking this support. I mean, we're in a downtrend, so you shouldn't have been buying this support. We're in a downtrending market, a very clear downtrending market here. So, you know, if you were buying this support, you're doing something wrong. But this candle right here, right? This is just complete liquidation of positions, okay, guys? This is people that they took out loans, they put in more money than they could actually afford to lose. You know, they took out more money than they could afford to lose, and they put it into crypto because everyone was buying crypto, right? Everyone was buying crypto. When you hear about, you know, your taxi driver, the cleaner, all these people, your grandmother buying in any market, whether it's stocks, cryptocurrency, anything like that. The exact same thing happened back in the tech bubble, you know, back in the day, back in the tech bubble. When you hear about this type of thing, this is when you need to start thinking like, what is going on in this market, and do I need to rethink what's happening here? Because there's a lot of noobs in this market, okay? Tons of noobs in this market, just buying anything because they think it's just going to go up. And then what happens is these liquidations happen. Maximum pain. Okay, maximum euphoria is followed by maximum pain, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. These are all just liquidations. Liquidations of all those people that were just overly euphoric and just thought that Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the shit coins they were buying, everything will only go up. Hey Shen, good to see you. Hi Tom, may we have a specific section for X mode, not urgent when you have time. What do you want to know about X mode specifically? Shen, what do you want to know about X mode? Tell me what you want to know specifically and I'll be able to give you that. At the end of the day, X mode is really just about the market structure, okay? It's just about the market structure. Still couldn't load the ETH chart. Let me try. There it is. Same. This candle right here. Liquidations all the way down. All the way down through here. Crazy. Let's look at some trades. Anyone got any trades they're looking at? Euro yen. That was the extension trade. Pound yen. Lots of yen trades showing up here. Aussie dollar CAD. Not going to take that. Pound Aussie dollar. Yep. I'm still slowly mapping all of these different markets. I went long on Euro USD when it was NNN. NNNN or 4 Ns? 4 Ns by the looks of it. Let's just place this and see what happens, huh? Brilliant. All right. So this, I'm happy with this because we've got like this is going to be a fresh touch down here, okay? It's going to be a fresh touch. So if this comes down, fresh touch here, pop back up again. I think that'll be quite nice. We're in a strong trend overall. Very happy with that. Local is in a strong trend as well. Let's take a look at this Euro USD trade that you said you took off NNNN there, Kai. Oh yeah, went long here. Nice. On the 15-minute time frame, I'm guessing. I really like this kind of price action. I've spoken about this before, where we have this like this type of little thing form right under a neutral level. What happens then is the price punches through, retests the top, kind of like almost like the neckline of this level, and then just continues on up again. I really like this price action, okay? This type of thing here, where you get this little box of just like consolidation right below a level. It then punches through, retests, and continues. I always like to see that kind of price action. Euro Swiss franc, waiting for a retest. Cool, I'll take a look at that in a second. If you were to set up a trade on X mode, what would you be looking for? Euro Swiss franc. What would I be looking for if I were to set up a trade on X mode? What I'd be looking for is the trend. I'd be looking for an important level. I'd be looking for the exact same things as what I see on strategy mode. I'd just be translating that to X mode. And I'd be using some sort of, knowledge about price action as well. Like, for example, what I just spoke about here, where I see this little consolidation below this level here, this neutral level. You can see the market respecting this level, punching through, retesting, continuation like that, okay? I like that. And my setup would be something like this. It'd be something like that. Right? Once that market punches through, say I came into this market at this point around here, it'd be something like that, right? Decent stop loss. Not quite below this here. Maybe I could extend it slightly to there. Something like this, just so it's below this little wick. And then waiting for that retest to punch back up again. That was a great trade, Kai. Good work. Great trade. Respecting the trend. Exactly what you should be doing. Same price action on Pound USD 1 hour. Pound USD 1 hour. Let's look at that. Is that what you mentioned before? No, Euro Swiss franc. Okay. Yes. Exactly. Strong trend. Consolidation here below the level. Like that. I'm probably taking something like this, I would say. I get to maybe extend my stop loss to around there. I'm not really too worried about, you know, the risk to reward being around 1.5. Doesn't concern me too much. And then waiting for this retest here. We've got a lot of bullish momentum coming out of this level for a punch back up like that. Yeah, lots of volatility at the moment. You're right, Raul. So if you're trading on the low time frames, you got to be careful of this volatility right now, okay? This is the times when you're going to lose trades on the low time frames because of the level of volatility that we're seeing in the market at the moment. But this is good price action. This is the kind of price action I'm looking for when I'm trading around these 100% alignment levels, something exactly like that. So that would be my trade. Let's just set it up. Oh, mapping. USDT. Why am I adding USDT? My head's too far in crypto right now. I'm adding USDT. All right. Tom, can you take a look at USD CAD? Yes, I can. Let's look at USD CAD. What time frame? Or is it a sonar trade? What time frame are we looking at, Raul? Extension 1 is broken. Strong downtrend. Structure isn't fully lining up, but I don't mind the idea of selling that level, but it just depends on... I don't mind the idea. I probably want to see this stay above extension 1 a little bit longer. Like a genuine break of extension 1 here. Before coming back down and coming through like this. Or coming back up and then coming down like that. Adjust a bit bigger with bigger TPs. No volatile. Was a 1 hour sonar trade? Oh, this one here? Alright, when looking at the crypto, for example, BTC and USD, what's the difference between USD and USDT? Yeah, so US dollar is exactly what it is. It's US dollar. It's the fiat US dollar currency. USDT is Tether. So it's a coin, it's called a stable coin, that is tethered to the US dollar. So what that means is it will maintain the value of $1 US all the time, okay? So basically you're trading the exact same thing. You just need to understand that, yeah, USDT is a cryptocurrency on a cryptocurrency exchange that you'll be trading on, yeah? Hey, Tom, have you looked at Euro Swiss franc 1 day yet? Do we think it's going to stop out? It was a sonar trade. Yes, I did see this. Euro Swiss franc. There we go. Yeah, so I spoke about this before. So I spoke about that just not judging a trade on the first candle, okay? So many of you are probably only just getting into this position for the first time now, right? Maybe you didn't catch this entry here. This is the first time you've caught your entries, all right? I'm not judging this trade on the first candlestick, especially on a candlestick that's not closed yet, all right? I've got 7 hours before this candlestick even closed. Before this candlestick is even closed, I've got 7 hours for it to come back down, for it to suck back down, get back below this level, and then continue on to the downside, okay? This might just be a little bit of volatility right now that has thrown us into our entries, which is great. That's exactly what we want to see. That's going to actually subside, and then we just have a bleed back to the downside, okay? So I'm just not worried about it on the first candlestick. That's all I would say about that. Tom, are we allowed to close a position before it hits TP2 if we no longer feel that trade? So you are in a trade right now. it's hit TP1 and 2, I'm guessing, and it's heading for TP3. So, I mean, I would probably say to you, right, don't touch it. Set your stop loss to break even so you can't lose anything on this position, and just let it go. All right, just let it run. If you've got all 3 positions still running and you're close to catching that TP1 or TP2, right, then maybe you might look at taking some profit here. Like, for example, you know, realistically, if I was in front of the chart when the price was right there, I would have probably manually closed TP1 and taken some profit. You know, I can absolutely do that for sure, but I don't want to close everything all at once, because then you miss out on the opportunity to get to this extra piece of profit for yourself here, okay? Because you've got to understand that, you know, do you really have the knowledge that you need to be deciding whether to close this early or not, just because you're not feeling it? So I would just set my stop loss to break even and just let it run. Just let it run. If it hits your stop loss, so be it. If it takes TP3, fantastic. Just let it run. Hey Tom, I'm late to live. Still a 15-minute Euro Swiss franc. But what about the daily one? Because I'm worried it might hit the stop loss. Yeah, Alex, don't worry about it hitting the stop loss. If it hits the stop loss, you should have accepted your risk when you got into this trade, okay, guys? So important to accept your risk, to understand your risk, and accept the risk when you're placing the trade. When you're placing the trade, you get yourself in a position that, you know what, I've got an expectation that this is going to hit the stop loss, and I'm going to lose 3% of my account, you know? Whatever you're trading with, you're going to lose that amount of money. And you've got to come to terms with that, accept it, and then you're not going to have a fear about this going to the stop loss, because you've got an expectation that it's going to the stop loss, all right? Every trade that you place, you've got an expectation that it's going to go to the stop loss. So that means that you're not going to have the fear. You're not going to have be in a position where you've got too many trades open all at once, because in each one of these trades, you've kind of recognized that all of these could go to the stop loss. And what am I going to lose if all of these go to the stop loss? It's all about just understanding your risk, accepting your risk as you place the trade. All right. So if you're fearful about this going to the stop loss, then you didn't accept your risk before you placed it. You never accepted that risk. So overall, though, I would say, Alex, overall, I'm not judging this trade on the first candle. Okay. So I've mentioned that a few times now on Euro Swiss franc, not judging the trade on the first candlestick. Let's look at the S&P 500. We've still got a long position here being suggested. I'm probably not going to take this trade. I'm probably not taking this trade. You can see it played out once, like, really well already, and then it just died again. I don't want to take this trade now. It's dying again, to be honest. Really not wanting to do that. So yeah, probably not going to do that one. Let's just zoom out here and take a look at what could happen here, because this, I mean, it doesn't look very good. Like, if this breaks, if this 75% alignment level breaks, we've basically got free space until 3,750. Let's just zoom out here a little bit. I mean, like, put a log chart on here a little bit. I mean, something like this could seriously happen in this market. Come down here, consolidate a bit, turn into a downtrend, pop down here, V-shape back up like that. Something like this here. Very easily. If we lose this 75% alignment level, comes to here, get a bit of a consolidation around there. It all depends on what happens at 3,750. If that breaks, 31.25 inbound. Heavy V recovery. Big V. Probably at that level. I mean, if this happens, you know, that's pretty realistic, you know. Let's measure. 26%. I mean, we're barely in a bear market. Exact same scam that happened over here, right? Exactly the same thing that happened over here. Just into a bear market, V-shaped recovery back out of it. Fed goes and prints some new money or something like this happens, and bang, it comes straight out of this again. That could absolutely happen. If it would have made a higher high instead of that lower low, that SPX trade would have been a little sweeter for the second time, maybe. Yeah, let's have a look at it again. 4-hour time frame. Yeah, I mean, if it broke that, then would have had something off there, I would have said, because that would have probably broken extension 2, so we would have had a neutral level coming in here, so we would have been looking to trade off either that being a hard support level, or that being the new neutral level that we would have been trading off. So, yeah, would have been a completely different look to this market if this had broken, because we would have had a complete range expansion, and on the 4-hour time frame, this would have become our hard support, so that would have been the bottom of our range, Eulis, there, if we'd seen this high break. But yeah, this is fine to take, you know, that extension trade-off. Really sweet with that on the first touch of that extension level, because these are the initial liquidations. These are the initial liquidations that we're trading with. And then this is secondary liquidations. This is like, no, we're driving this price back down again, okay? So I'm not really interested in taking that kind of thing twice. I really don't usually take extension trades twice when this type of thing happens. What else we got, guys? What else are we looking at? Have I missed anyone's questions? Ping me again if I missed a question. I didn't answer it. Put it back in the chat, please. Yeah, that'd be an example of price action indicating momentum and bias. Yeah, absolutely. You know, everything here that I'm looking at is all about price action. This is all price action. You know, again, we talk about price action all the time. Price action, know your price action. And people get so confused, what is price action? And I remember how I felt when I first started trading and I saw, you know, and I was hearing about price action. I'm like, what am I even looking for here? Price action is basically just anything to do with how the candlesticks are forming. How the chart is looking is price action. That is price action, okay? All of this is price action. Everything here is price action. It's just basically identifying these similarities across different markets at different times and identifying how the candlesticks are forming. So you can notice like, well, this fucked me last time this happened, or this was really great last time that happened, okay? And then you're getting this little, you know, this build up, like this library in your brain of, oh, when I see these candlesticks forming just like that, I know that the last few times that happened, it was really good. Or I know the last few times that this happened, it was really, really bad. I'm going to stay away from that. Okay? Absolutely. That is price action, Eulis. Can you look at 4-hour Aussie dollar, US dollar, please, on the Sonar? I can. Aussie dollar, US dollar, 4-hour. If that's the trade around here, it's tested it a lot. I'm not taking this. You can see here we would have caught an entry there. We caught entries here. It's just played out a couple too many times for me. You can see when we had this rebound here off there, failed to make a new high. I'm not going to take it. I'm not taking it, but someone else might take it. So, yeah. Just draw a box around here and you can see all the times the prices come into this box, and then you're seeing all the repeats here. You know, we're just grinding against this, grinding against it, grinding against it, grinding against it. Eventually this breaks and it goes deeper. And when it goes deeper, we're looking at the 1-day time frame to find, you know, how deep could this go? Probably somewhere around here. Probably somewhere around there. If that breaks, somewhere around there. You know what? When I talk about price action, something I'm noticing right now is this price action right here, okay? This price action, very similar to price action I've seen in the past, where we're grinding against a level. What usually happens is it comes through, cleans out a bunch of stop losses, because all these people are seeing a range now, okay? All the retail noobs are seeing a range here, and they're trying to trade with this range. And they're going, all right, cool. I've got a range. I've got a range here. Market's ranging. What do I do in a range? I'm going to buy the bottom. And then they place their stop loss somewhere around here. So what the market does is it comes through, breaks through the bottom of this range, stops them out, comes back above, and then gets back into this range, or comes up like this, or it continues on its way down. You know, who knows what's going to happen once it breaks. I'm not predicting the future. All I know is I've seen this happen before, and this is going to lull retail traders into complete complacency, okay? Think about who's going to fuck up here. Who's going to fuck up? It's the retail traders that are just going to keep on buying this level and having their stop loss way too tight. Then they come through here, get liquidated, okay? Market finds some support around this level here, and then bang, pops it back up. Hope that helped. Put that together with the confirmations given from X mode levels changing in RTD, and bam, magic. Bang. Bam, Euless. Magic. Oh, good coffee. Can you look at pound US dollar 1 hour trade? I can. 1 hour pound US dollar. Gone from Sonar? Oh, this is my... Yes. My trade's getting triggered. Let's see what happens. Alright, guys. Any other questions? Let's go. We'll just watch this trade. Let's see if we get heavily liquidated here. One of the NZD CAD orders triggered and took profit. Could you see if I should delete the 2 remaining orders? Yeah, Shen. New Zealand dollar CAD. The 1 day trade, I'm guessing. Hey, cool. I mean, in general, what I would usually say is if you've taken profit on something, just move on. Move on to a new market. I mean, a second test here wouldn't be so bad, but let's consider this for a second here. Look at this price action that you're seeing right there, okay? Look at that price action, and let's look at Euro Swiss franc. This is what I mean again by price action, okay, guys? Price action. This is price action. This is exactly what I'm talking about when we talk about price action. This box of price action right there, just look at it. Came down, just triggered here. Came back up, punched through. Yes, the trend's a little bit different, sure. NZD CAD, same little thing here. The start of that same little box of price action, right? Very, very similar. But overall, if you've taken some profit, move on, find a new market to trade. Enjoy the profit on the market. Don't push it too far. Can you look at Euro NOK, please? I can. Euro NOK. Euro NOK. This trade, I'm guessing. Let's draw a box here. How many times this is punched into this level here? Sideways market, strong local uptrend, 1 day time frame. Let's look at this as well. Good level on the 1 day time frame, but look at how many times this level has been ground on, right? 1, 2, 3, coming up for the 4th, like just hitting this level over and over again. Like, I could absolutely see this. We've got a little warning sign here that the trend could be changing. I could see this punching through and continuing on like that. I absolutely could. This is a sideways trend. Can you find better euro exposure? Can you find better euro exposure, Tom? If you can find better euro exposure, I would take something else because this trend is sideways. So I'm always asking myself, where can I find better euro exposure? So this is a euro short position. Where can I find better euro exposure right now? Euro Swiss franc. Let's look at that. Yeah, sideways as well. Euro New Zealand dollar. That's better euro exposure. Bit of a hedge though as well. Don't mind this. This is a nice looking trade here. Forming into a nice trend because look at, again, the price action. Price action. Look at this here. This neutral level was punched into so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bang. Through. Continuation to the upside, okay? Look at this price action here. And we just looked at Euro NOK. Euro NOK. Euro NOK right here. We've got this here. Grinding into this level. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4. Punch through, continuation, perhaps. But this is what I mean again by price action, guys. Looking at this type of thing. Alright? Sideways trend. I'm not super keen on it. Strong trends. Strong downtrends, selling resistance. Strong uptrends, buying support. Oh, this just dumped, didn't it? Holy. Whew. So much volatility. A search function in the watchlist and navigator would be super helpful for finding better trades on a set currency asset, Tom, for future requests maybe. We do have a search function in the watchlist. So you can search here whatever you want. Like, I don't know, whatever you want here. You can add it into your watchlist, yeah? Go to open a new watch list, for example, call it something you want, whatever you want, and then you can search in there to add markets to it. Otherwise, obviously, you got the search function just over here. Yeah. If that's not what you mean, Martin, more clarity in, we've got that feature. There's a link to features. Dixon, Martin, Barry, one of you guys, throw that link, that feature request link into their global chat, and Martin can go and put his request in there if it's not what I just showed, okay? Let's see how this level reacts here. Lots of volatility at the moment. Lots of volatility. Euro Swiss franc, that's all good. Guys, wow. No, that's fine. Okay, cool, Martin. You know what? If this closes back above this level, it's okay, alright? People are saying end of the bull run, all this kind of thing. If we get a close here on the 1-day time frame back above this level, we might see a little bit of upside. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc, 15-minute. Ooh. If you're talking about this level here, it's been tested too many times for me. Played out way too many times here. What I'd be waiting for... I've got my log chart still on. That's fine, though. What I'd be waiting for here is this level to break. That to break. BRC down to here. God, my drawings are so bad today. Looking for a BRC down to here, okay? So waiting for that to break there, punch it down there, and we might get a bit of that. We might get the volatility we need right now for that to happen. Who knows? That's what I'm... Yeah, repeated trade up here for sure. For sure, repeated trade there. But this break could be a goer. I want to just confirm the break on the higher time frame though, okay? Confirm that it breaks on the higher time frame because this has been an important support for quite some time here. Once that breaks, we might get a bit of capitulation to the downside. How does 15-minute hard end level on XAU USD look if we can stay above the extension 1 on the 1 hour time frame with bullish price action in the zone? Alright, Eulis, let me look. XAU USD. No problem, Chris. I'll look at extension 1 being extension 2 being respected here. If that broke, we would have a complete change in the range would just change here. That would have become the hard S, that would become the hard N. But you're saying 15 minutes, sorry. 15 minutes. Good uptrend. Good uptrend. You're saying from there. 1 hour time frame. Yeah, I like it. I like buying this level here right now. We've had extension 1 break. We've then had extension 2 really close to break. I like buying that level. I like that idea. I would have loved to see extension 1 break on the 4 hour time frame though, Eulis. I would have liked to see this and then come down for that test. I would have liked to see that. I'm probably looking for something around here then, Eulis. In this case, just because I've seen that extension 1 didn't break on the 4 hour time frame. Very easily this could punch back down to somewhere around here before coming back up again. You know what? You could take the trade and just be mindful that, you know what? My next trade's here. When you wait for it to break, how many candles would you wait until you consider a level actually broken? I like to see the higher time frame close above or below that level, that X mode level. So I like to wait for the higher time frame to close above or below that level. Martin. So wait for it to be broken, higher time frame. Yeah. Yeah. No S. Yeah, Eulis. Likely because the extension 1 didn't break on our 4 hour time frame here. So this is doing what extension 1 should do. This is doing just extension 1 being extension 1. How's this trade going? Let's see what happens here, huh? Just this massive candle coming straight through here. I mean, my own damn fault. I wasn't watching this. Alright, guys. Any other questions? Let's get them in. Oh, also, guys, when you're looking at crypto, if you're looking at crypto at all, in these type of markets, right? In these, like, incredibly parabolic markets. See if we can load this feed or not. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can. Whew. What you want to do, right? Let's look at the 1 day time frame. Is use this logarithmic chart function down here, okay? When you're reviewing data in like a really parabolic market, Ethereum right now, incredibly parabolic market, you know, where it's just kind of like, you can't even make sense of this data down here. What you want to do is you just want to click this log here, and then this makes the data a lot more usable, okay? In this type of market, you want to use the logarithmic chart in order to see what's going on in a really parabolic market. So that's just like a little pro tip there, okay? Something like that. Makes data much easier to read. Euro yen, 1 hour, Euro yen. Let's look. Yeah, I like it. I thought I placed this. I like it, yeah. Bearing in mind that you would have already caught... We saw this earlier, right? People have already caught profit here on this candle, this prior candle. So this is number 2. This is number 2 coming into this level now, okay? I mean, ideally it would have been the fresh touch that you caught it. The fresh touch right there. This is touch number 2, alright? So just keep that in mind. Yeah, it could very easily pop back up, take some more profit here. If it comes back down again, that's number 3. If it grinds down for a 3rd here, no, I'm not taking it. Very easily break through there. Alright, guys. What do we got going on here? Pound US dollar. It was confirmed on the higher time frame. Had that close above on the higher time frame. It is what it is. 0 yen. Let's see what happens here. Depending on how this candle closes and depending on how what happens with the next candle, I may be considering trying to get out of this at break even. Alright? If we start to form a like grind here like that and some sort of a flag into this level, I'll be looking at getting out of this at break even on all of my accounts that I have this trade, okay? So, depending on how this closes and how the next candle closes, I'm most likely... I might look at getting out of this at break even. We'll just have to see what happens. I'm not going to make any decisions now on unclosed candle, but yeah, we'll see. We shall see. I took Euro Yen. Nice work. Open your eyes. What do I think is going to happen? I don't know. It'll go up, down, or sideways. That's what I think. I think it'll go up, down, or sideways. It's not about prediction. Trading is not about prediction. I've mentioned this many, many times. Trading is absolutely not about prediction. It's about having an edge, having a methodology that gives you an edge, and just repeating that over and over and over and over again. There's something that Asga says in like the early training videos. So in the extended content training videos, he talks about when you're playing Tekken, you know, the game Tekken, the fighting game, and there's like a certain move you can do, right? Where it's like you crouch down and you kick, and you kick. And it's like you can't get hit and you just can deal damage, right? That's exactly what trading is like. It's not about predicting what your opponent's going to do. It's just doing your thing over and over and over and over again that you know is going to work. And you just keep on doing it. And you keep on doing it. You know you've got an edge, so you just keep going. You just keep kicking. Alright, that's trading. It's not about predicting what's going to happen next. Anything could happen. Could do this. Could do this. Could do this. Who knows? I mean, unlikely. This scenario is highly unlikely, but one of those two, for sure. The methodology is being printed on the chart, so you execute the trade. Making sure you're managing your risk at the same time. Executing on your methodology and managing your risk, because even if you lose, you're still in a position to go again and execute on your edge again. And then execute on your edge again. And then execute on your edge again. Alright, this is why risk management is so important. Because it allows you to continue executing on that edge. And then you don't need to predict. You don't need to predict what's going to happen next when you've got your risk management down pat and you're just executing your edge over and over and over and over. Because it doesn't matter what happens next. It doesn't even matter what happens next. When you've got your risk management in a place where you can just keep on executing, keep on going, just keep placing these trades. Because we've all seen, right? We've all seen there's stretches of weeks where just everything seems to hit. Just every single trade just seems to hit, right? And it's just about in the weeks where everything's not hitting, making sure that you can come back and you can go again and you can go again until you have that stretch where it's like it just all hits. And then you can get through the tough times without blowing up your entire account. All right, guys. It's been an hour. Do you stay in just a few hour markets, Tom, or do you look for anything in all markets that match the setup criteria? Yeah, Martin. I really look for markets that are in strong trends primarily. So, taking the sonar trades, absolutely, because those are great trends typically. But, I'll really trade any markets that presenting me with a strong trend. I do have my favorites, like Bitcoin, everyone knows is one of my favorites. So, I do have my little favorites that I like to train around because I've got spot exposure in that as well. So I just like to always be aware of what's going on because I've got, like spot exposure being unleveraged investment exposure in something like Bitcoin. So this is one of my favorites. But apart from that, in terms of Forex markets, I'm really just trading whatever's in a strong trend that I can execute my methodology on. Some people will stick to a certain set of markets. That's really awesome. For me, I'd probably say like Bitcoin would be one of my favorite markets to trade on, just being one of my favorites that I'm just always kind of looking at all the time. It's just the market that I like to look at the most, so I know what's kind of going on. Yeah. But overall, I'm just looking for that strong trend, Martin. Strong trend gets me going. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you joining the stream. Thank you so much. Ben, Shen K, and Normal Shen. I look forward to these every Wednesday as well, Shen. I look forward to doing these streams with you guys. It's a lot of fun. Before you guys all go, pump the likes up. Pump the like button for me. Thank you, Pierre. Appreciate it. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Oink. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to sign off in a couple of minutes. Thanks, Nick. Thank you, Little Lion. Thank you, guys. All right, pump up those likes before you head off, eh? Pump up those likes. Persist you? What does persist you? Persist you, Tom. Cheers, Tom. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you, Thomas. Spirit, great to see you around again. Thank you. Open your eyes. What's your name? What's your name, Open Your Eyes? My name's Tom. How you doing? Pump it up. Pump it up. That's it, guys. Pump it up. All right, guys. Have a good night. Or day or whatever. Night for me. Day for you. See yous.